Hey, what's up, guys? Got a new knife video for you today. Right here, we got the Crusader Forge FIFP. I believe it's the FIFP. Keep wanting to say FFIFP, whatever. It is I believe it's the FIFP and not the FIFP Metro. However, did a little bit of research and it could be the FIFP Metro. That being said, I don't know what the hell is the difference. Like, there really is not much information. There's not much videos of Crusader Forge, so I'm gonna just title this video Crusader Forge. That's it. Let's take a look at it real quick. It got the gun coat 3D finish. When I first saw this on like Instagram and stuff like that, I wondered how the hell they do that. But it's actually a gun some type of coating. Thumb stud, Crusader Forge logo. This knife is super sharp, razor sharp, which is crazy to me because of how obtuse it is. Shaved my leg hair with it the other day. The torque screws just like the FIFPEX I have. G10 handle, sculpted G10 handle. OD green, beautiful knife. It has the same like point to crush shit, but this is not as pointy as the FIFPEX because the G10 is softer. Take a look at that some more. Beautiful knife. I believe the titanium is gun coated as well because it does match a 3D handle. The pocket clip is a better place than the EX model. So let's do some comparison. How about that? Probably want to see it next to the, which you probably already saw if you watched my other video, but comparing to the FIFPEX, it's smaller, right? However, I want to show you something crazy. It's actually slightly thicker. Not the lock side, the titanium, but the G10 is thicker. That's why there are some differences here, and which makes sense to me just because you probably want a thicker G10 anyways. There are some slight differences between the two models. They kind of look alike. One just look like a shorter version of it. If you notice here, the screws are sunk in a lot more to the G10 as opposed to the titanium. No. There really is no jimping here. It does have this one jimping here, which feels really good in the hand. The EX model has like this aggressive jimping. What else? Just very slight things here and there. Obviously with the pocket clip, like I told you guys. Yeah, let's do some more comparison with other knives. This knife looks to me at least, not just to you, right? Short, right? The blade looks short, the handle looks longer. This looks like a small knife when I first saw it in pictures, but XM24, take a look at that. Isn't that crazy? How the perception is? It's really about the same size. Isn't it crazy how this looks smaller, but then when you really compare it, it's about the same shit? Isn't that crazy? Praetorian T. Right? The Praetorian T shorter. Isn't that crazy? If you want to talk about cutting edge, it's probably the same too. Yeah. Maybe not. But yeah. Hell. This is not a small knife, right? Let me show you one of my smallest knives. Strata SNG. Protect Strata SNG. Isn't that crazy? I don't know what, it just kind of amazed me when I kind of like was comparing it to other knives. Let's do two more. Microtech Stitch. Look, it's bigger than the Stitch, right? Thicker than the Stitch too. Might as well do the Ultratech too. Microtech Ultratech. But yeah, this is a kind of cool knife. Like to me, I like it. It's let's do one more. The Spyderco Silver, which is right. Silver is bigger, but in terms of thickness, well, it depends, right? Because the silver has thicker at the bottom, but yeah, this is a thick boy. Not that small as I thought. And so let's talk a little bit about this knife. Like I said, compared to the EX FIFP Predator EX, not the Predator. I'm sorry, FIFP EX Excalibur. This knife didn't come stiff to me, and but it's gritty, right? There's no lock stick as compared to the FIFP EX. I feel like I'm the second owner for this knife, just like I am. I believe I'm the second owner of the EX. Look at this. This is crazy. This cutout fits my thumbs perfectly, right? Then not none of my other fingers fit this, which is crazy to me. Which is kind of weird to me because technically you're not if you unless you do this. But isn't that kind of cool? Another difference between this one and the EX model. The thumb cutout is more bigger here. My thumb doesn't really fit here. Oh yeah, but you know that's the deeper cut. So like I said about the action, it was grittier. So unfortunately, which I didn't want to because what happened with the EX model, I'm not gonna take 3 hours to do this. I'm gonna take it apart and clean it and lube it up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't end up developing, stiffness. But right now it's pretty good. Action's pretty good, and yeah, great knife, really cool knife. One of the prettiest knives. Well, I shouldn't say pretty, but one of the coolest knives I own, and I'm very impressed that it's shaving sharp. I have nothing more to say about it. If there isn't much going around, they're not made anymore. So if you guys get a hand on one, go ahead, do what you gotta do. All right, guys, take care.